What you should say to a narcissist to permanently shut their mouth. Are you tired of being at the mercy of a narcissist's endless manipulation? Are you sick of feeling powerless in their grip, unable to stand up for yourself? If so, this video is for you. Today, we will arm you with the ultimate verbal defense strategies, because by the end of this, you will know exactly what to say and how to say it to shut them down permanently. But hey, let's take a moment to introduce ourselves first, shall we? If you're new to our community, a wholehearted welcome to you. We're excited to have you here with us. Please don't hesitate to say hi and introduce yourself in the comments below. And to our loyal viewers who continue to come back for more, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Your encouragement and support drive us to bring you fresh insights, tips, and strategies on a regular basis. Make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single video. Now let's dive right in. Today, we will refine your arsenal, fortify your defenses, and make you unstoppable in the face of their endless machinations. No more feeling helpless. It's time to take charge of the situation. So, get ready for the most empowering ride of your life. Let's do this. 1. How to deal with a narcissist the right way. When you're up against a narcissist, you're up against an entitled, childish ingrate with zero boundaries, empathy, or conscience. In other words, you're dealing with a manipulative mastermind, someone who will stop at nothing to get what they want, no matter how far-fetched or unrealistic it may be. They'll use lies, deceit, and all kinds of twisted tactics to make themselves look like the victim or hero in any situation, you name it. They'll do it. So you need to be strategic about choosing your battles. Listen up though, because here's a harsh truth. More often than not, the best thing you can do for your own peace of mind is just back away quietly and stay under the radar. In this situation, escaping their clutches and staying away for good is your safest bet. But we get it. Sometimes it's not that easy. And in those situations where you can't escape, you must know how to defend yourself. 2. Shut down a narcissist like a pro. Leave emotions at the door. When it comes to shutting down a narcissist for good, your first order of business is to leave all emotions at the door. I mean it. Absolutely zero room for reaction. Pretend you're on the clock and it's all business, no matter who it is you're dealing with. If you want them to be permanently silenced, there's no room for any emotional outburst. Your goal is to remain completely calm, cool, and collected, no matter what antics they decide to pull. Focus on your breath, stay in your body, and remain completely non-reactive. If you can, underreact as much as possible, even if it feels like you're putting on a performance. You'll have plenty of time to let your emotions out later. But if you truly want to come out on top in this situation, you need to stay cold, detached, and unfeeling, just like they are. No matter what it takes, don't let them see you sweat. 3. Counterintuitive tip. Forget reasoning with them. Next, forget about trying to reason with this person. Your goal of being heard or getting your needs met. It's just not going to happen. You're not dealing with a rational adult here. Instead, you're up against someone with the emotional intelligence of a wounded toddler who will stop at nothing to hurt, provoke, and manipulate you into getting their own way. And let me tell you, if they're feeling extra resentful or motivated, they're more than willing to go to any lengths imaginable to seek revenge on you. So if that's the last thing you need, just take my word for it and steer clear. Here's the truth. These people lack even the most basic moral compass, so don't expect them to magically understand your perspective or care about resolving conflict. It's time to put on your strategic hat and find another way to move forward. They'll go to lengths that we couldn't even dream of. They don't experience the same emotional response to their baffling behavior as we do, which is why it can be so darn shocking to witness. They'll do and say whatever it takes to get their way, whether it means manipulating situations or outright lying. And the kicker: they'll leave huge chunks of the truth out of the equation to make sure they come out on top. It's insane, I know. So here's the thing. Forget about bringing your big heart or trying to become a better communicator. This isn't a situation where you can just work it out with a healthy, rational adult. We're dealing with someone who's anything but. In fact, you need to forget everything you would normally do when communicating with a sane, rational person. This is the time to go against the grain and do the exact opposite of what you'd typically expect in this situation. It's time to get counterintuitive. All right, now it's time to shut them down. Here's the down low. You got to adopt a tone that's so detached, so flat, they won't know what hit him. Stick to super short, simple statements like no, no thank you, I'm not interested, and I can't do that. Got it? Good. Now, if you can channel the energy of a robot while delivering your message, all the better. Don't add a single drop of emotion to your words. After all, this is a business transaction. Keep it professional. And when you're met with silence, don't be tempted to break it. Take a deep breath, hold your ground, and let the silence do the talking. It can feel awkward and uncomfortable, but trust me, it's powerful stuff. Narcissists hate being met with a brick wall of silence. It gives them nothing to latch on to. Remember, you can also toss in phrases like, I understand, or I'll think about it, to keep things moving along. But when you do talk, keep it clear, concise, and to the point. And follow it up with some well-placed silence. It'll make all the difference when dealing with someone who's determined to suck the life out of you. If you're feeling gutsy, why not hit the narcissist with a bold statement like, yeah, not happening? Then let the silence speak for itself and watch as they unravel before your very eyes. It's the ultimate shutdown move, my friends. But if you're not up for that, no worries. You can still communicate your boundaries loud and clear with a flat, unemotional tone. And when in doubt, just let silence do the talking. It'll drive them nuts. Now, I'm not talking about being a passive-aggressive jerk. I'm talking about exuding an energy that says, I'm not an easy target. You're bulletproof. In fact, you can go full-on grey rock method with these types. It's all about being uninteresting, unemotional, and unfazed. You don't want to provoke or antagonize them any further. You just want to take the wind out of their sails. So next time you find yourself in a high-voltage conversation with a destructive narcissist, take a deep breath, let the silence do the talking, and carry on with your life. It's time to put all that nonsense behind you and move on to bigger and brighter things. When it comes to these crazies, your goal is to turn down the volume on the insanity as much as you possibly can. Look, you can't control how they act or react, but you can control how you respond. And trust me, you want to diffuse the situation, not add fuel to the fire. Now, it's not always easy to gauge what will set them off. Sometimes you can't even walk into a room without bruising their fragile little egos. But when you do have control, try to avoid getting that last word in or rubbing your victory in their face. That stuff will only make matters worse. Instead, try to keep your cool. When they say something insane, just nod and say, okay, if that's how you feel. Don't engage. Don't get sucked in. When you starve them of the attention they so desperately crave, they'll move on to find someone else to drain. So, stay detached, stay in your own lane, and use I statements when you have to talk to them. Or, Go with we and make it clear that you're on the same team. With a little bit of grace and a whole lot of patience, you can make it through this craziness unscathed. And if you're stuck in those frustrating, nonsensical conversations with these people, it's so easy to fall into the you trap. But trust me, that's not going to help you shut them down for good. If you keep coming at them with accusations and blame, they're only going to feel attacked and lash out even harder. So try to stick with I statements or use we to show you're on the same page. And while you're at it, focus on managing your own energy. Stay calm, collected and grounded. Don't let them take your power away. Thanks for tuning in, folks. If you got some value out of this, leave me a like, drop a comment, and share it with your friends. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button and bell to keep up with all my latest content. And hey, if you're looking for some extra help dealing with these people, check out my free course in the description. Remember, you're valuable, and you deserve to be free. Until next time, let the healing begin.